Season 19 of Sister Wives gave us the quote-unquote closure arc, but too many details don't line up. Robyn forgets scenes we all watch. Kody's barely speaking to his kids, and Christine had to drag Kody to court. Oh, and the funeral, let's just say not everyone left in peace. Time to ask the questions TLC won't. I've had some requests to look into Sister Wives. I have not been doing readings like I did in the past on them, but have no fear, I was watching along right with you. So I want to look into the questions that I and many others still have about the last season and some other things that have been brought up during the tell-all. I'm not going to dig into Garrison's passing. The only thing I'm going to dig into at one point in this reading is finding out if there's anything to the rumor that Kody and Robyn did something during or at the funeral that made some of the others in the family mad. So just put that out there. Of course, this is all for entertainment purposes only. It's not fact. Psychic downloads, not the opinions, all alleged. And if you're a big fan of one of the people on the Sister Wives, this is most likely not the video for you because you'll probably get mad. Okay. Let's look into what's the energy between Kody and the kids he's like not really speaking to. Is it just back to the whole thing that happened during the COVID and the lockdowns and the family drama? I don't know. Let's see. What's Kody's communication problem? Okay. Let's say there is a goal to have communication restored. However, it seems to be in this phase of some type of gossip, rumor, innuendo is spilled somewhere on the interwebs. And then the other party gets pissy pants about it. And, okay. Then it becomes this thing of like, well, let's have a conversation about the truth. And then it's like, okay, you want to talk about the truth. And then there's, I'm going to say allegedly in my opinion, Kody is coming to defend himself more times than not, or defend his beautiful bride who laid him down in a rose garden of something or other. And there's just this people wanting to have relationships on their terms, but nobody seems to agree to the terms to have this relationship. It's not safe, as these ding-dongs would say. So it's just kind of in limbo. They have not figured out how to have a conversation, have a relationship, find their safe space with each other. It looks like we're got a few of them that are trying, but things have been exposed and said and done. Drama-ramas happened, and it doesn't seem like anyone, either side's ready to kind of let go. Okay. Now here's where I'm curious. The last episode of the tell-all, there was some intimation that perhaps Kody and Robyn were knocking boots before the official wedding because they had such a long engagement. It was a whole year. And Robyn, I have not, that was the most animated she got in the whole entire tell-all. She was just like, no, just church kisses, just a church kiss. And I'm like, stop it. These two are like acting like, you remember the scene where they're at the, I think it's a Mexican restaurant, and Kody gives Robyn, anyway, Kody gives Robyn the red string ring, and they just have this vibe between them. My opinion, but they have a vibe. This is not the church kiss vibe. Anyhow. And then with the revelations that Kody said that he had some type of knocking boots type episode in college, and he had only told Mary and Robyn about those things. Anyway, he throws it out there, and then he doesn't want to talk anymore about it because so undignified. Whatevs. Anyhow. I want to see if Kody and Robyn were knocking boots before their official wedding. And I know their official wedding wasn't shown on TLC. because it's, you know, their sacred ceremony. They don't film it. And all I can think about, seriously, Lord forgive me, I can just think about like Jodi Arias and Travis Alexander with the white things on, and someone took a picture of that. Anyhow. Kody, Robyn, before the wedding vows, did y'all hook it up? Did you knock the boots? TikTok, get 'em, stop, stop. Okay, so first things I'm getting here. Discussions about looking into the future, being almost like looking at a rule book and seeing like, well, there is not an actual exclusion for this. This is our situation, so there's not, no, it doesn't say no. It does not say no, because this is not addressed in the rule book. So there's like some type of rule book they're consulting. It's, who knows? Oh no. Oh my. Okay. Okay, so far. I don't want to get ahead of myself and just... Anyhow, so then there is a discussion here, my opinion, between Robyn and Kody, where they are talking about how to massage what's not in the rule book, how to massage it with the future that they think they're going to be having together. And, you know, maybe it's not such a, you know, terrible thing or whatever. Let's see how we can approach this. Oh, they did it. There's the lovers. Bow, chicka, bow, wow. Okay. Yeah. And then they moved forward. Oh, I wonder if they were looking to see if they were like compatible in the sack. I wonder. Because it was interesting, because Robyn, during the whole tell-all, not the whole tell-all, part of the tell-all, she's like, yeah, Kody told me that. We'd both have experiences about it. And I'm like, yeah, Robyn, you have many different versions of how that story's come out. Anyhow, so, in my opinion, knocking boots before the official wedding vows. Let's see where they justified it. I'm just curious, because I have other questions, but how did you justify knocking boots before the wedding day? Is it because, well, we're both already married? I already have children, for Pete's sake. They came up with some type of ideas together about this whole thing. Somebody was talking about how they were desperate for real intimacy. Desperate for real intimacy. I don't really know what it is. I don't think I've ever had that. Me either. Oh. Okay. Then they decide to move forward, but it's our secret. We have to keep this under wraps. Under the sheets. Hush, hush. If either of us talk, this is the end of it. So we have to be able to frame this some way in our minds that we know that we have to keep this a secret. We keep it locked up. And Robyn has to be kept in the best light possible. You know, imagine their conversation to each other. She wouldn't refer to herself as Robyn. Okay, so they knew this couldn't come out. So there was a whole discussion about this. I thought it was going to be, well, we've already knocked boots before. We've already been married. I mean, but it's more like, I've never had true intimacy. Me either. Okay. But they knew, like, there was some type of, like, pinky promise or whatever, maybe another thread ring to say, like, don't tell. If you tell, we're done. The whole family's going to know about it and blow up in our faces. And we'll never be able to be together. Like, probably some Romeo and Juliet BS. Okay. Now, why does Robyn have such a selective memory about things that were, like, literally filmed? Like the camping trip glam session. Like, no, she's just very, I don't know what, her vibe is something different this season, at least in the tell-all. She's still pretending like, I had no idea there was problems in the relationships. Whoa. Like, stop it. Anyhow, why does Robyn have this selective memory of like, no, I don't think that happened. No, I don't remember it. Nope, they're lying. Nope, And it's like, it's been literally recorded. I wish they would just like come out and say, roll that beautiful bean footage and just show Robyn doing her makeup. I think she also claimed at that point, I was throwing up. I'm like, girl, shut up. All right, so that's some new strategy she's working on. Get out of here. I rise above. I am not getting down in the dirty muck and the mire of all these other trashy ex-wives. I am higher than that, so I just don't engage. Okay, so this is totally her strategy. I think her and Loverboy Kody came up with this strategy. She's going to climb up to higher ground, and she's not getting involved in their drama. It's kind of gaslighty to me. Yeah, there's a whole strategy. Like, whatever... God, I don't even know. Do they talk to PR people or something before they get on filming these tell-alls? There's this idea of, we are trying to rewrite history. We are trying to frame this whole thing in their minds. It's like, well, those are the people who've made us look bad, so we're just rising above. I'm sure there's a Pinterest quote for this shit. Okay, yeah, so this is like a literal strategy for her to come out and just be, so dumb. You know, it's just such a dumb strategy. Whatever. Okay, what's my next question? What did Kody mean when he said the OJ3 were just mad about the PDA? He said something to that effect. Don't quote me. He said something about the PDA. He was just like, they're just all mad about the PDA. But then it was like a whole thing, like all these other seasons, like, no PDA. There was that time where they moved to Vegas, and Robyn's like, oh, I'll turn around and Kody and Mary can kiss. And I was just like, I'm dumb. Anyhow, but he's kind of, at least the way I got it, he was kind of saying, oh, Robyn and I showed PDA and that was it. Is that what he means? No, it's not. Okay. It's not about them showing PDA. It's about the rest of them have nothing going on with their husband. And so this is where they're incensed. There's nothing happening with their husband. And to see him having his PDA, whatever the hell that means, with Robyn, it's just, it's hurtful. It's like, you're seeing, like, kissing your new partner in front of your ex on purpose. Like, oh my gosh, my ex is over there. Kiss me. That kind of vibe. So that's why they're mad or were upset. It was a kind of like putting a flag in the ground, and she's like territorial, pissing all over Kody in front of the other wives. They took it as like, also, she's not a part of the sister wife team. She's a part of Kody's team. So this is like why this got them upset. Whether he understands that or not, doubt it. I mean, he's just such a stud. Okay. Let's see. Why did Robyn ghost Mary when they moved to Flagstaff? You remember during COVID, Mary was not associating or seeing anybody. So she like literally saw no humans. And I don't know how long she was isolated, but she literally saw no one. And that was a part of the rules that eventually came out, that, you know, you had to follow this list of like dumb rules. My opinion. I mean, please. Anyhow, but Mary she was following all the rules. And she could have been interacting with Robyn and the kids and the codester, and didn't happen. So, and Robyn kept trying to make it seem like, well, Mary just stopped talking to me. Of course, girl. Of course. So, why did Robyn ghost Mary? I tend to believe Mary on this one. Mary still doesn't seem to come clean about the whole catfishing BS, but why did Robyn ghost Mary and the Flagstaff? Essentially, she takes Mary for granted. This is kind of dick. She takes Mary for granted, but it's also like, Mary's so desperate for attention. If I give her any attention, she'll be thankful for it. There was no, like, the relationship, it was clear even at this point, apparently, to one of the parties, one of the ladies, that the relationship was dead in the water. So there's no need to really reach out. But there's this idea with Robyn, that energy comes through, like, Mary's like a puppy, give her a little bit of attention, she comes running back. So it's like, I'm not going to contact her unless I need her for something. Yeah, not interested in what Mary has to offer. Oh, okay. So then there's the added layer here. Kody didn't want Mary around either. Like, I don't need that in my life. Okay, so there's that as well. So, it's just like, well, if I need Mary in the future, I'll just ring a ding-dinger. I want to see where things went south between Mary and Robyn. Where's the, I mean, Mary seems to be late to interpreting. She's been voted out of a relationship, but I'm curious, like, let's do Mary and Robyn, like, from their point of view, where did the relationship go wrong? Everything was going great. Okay, I think from Mary's perspective, there's something here like Mary had her own ideas about what she wanted to do in her life. There was different directions, things she wanted to explore, and Robyn was just like, okay, Robyn. From Robyn's perspective, it seems that Mary just wasn't like, I don't know, kissing her ass enough. She wasn't providing enough of a shield against the other two, Christine, Janelle. Mary just wasn't doing her full-on job that Robyn expected. Like, almost like Mary's supposed to be the concierge to the Sister Wives family and pave the way for everything for Robyn. Robyn wasn't getting concierge service about this. And so Robyn, essentially, she looked at her like, you're not protecting me from these other bitches. How dare you? Don't you know I'm a queen? Okay. And so then she was done with her. Alrighty. Got it. Next. Robyn at the tell-all. They'll play the clips down at the bottom of the screen. Robyn doesn't usually watch them. She just like looks up, she looks down, she doesn't watch most of the clips. What is this about? Why isn't she watching the clips? She's apparently listening because I don't see her going, la, 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 la. But who knows? Why isn't she watching the clips? Part of the strategy to, I'm so above that. These peasants. Perhaps. I'm so bummed she turned off her Pinterest board because I'm sure there's like 900 quote images and some personality test and some shades spilt. This is like, this is like Matt Penny. I've never been to a Tony Robbins conference, so don't Anyhow, but this would essentially be, I went to some guru's conference, and this is all about like, you people are down there, I am up here. That's very Real Housewives of New York. Anyhow, and you don't, it doesn't concern me. That's not my issue. That's their issues, not me, not my monkeys, not my circus. It is, man, this is like a poor peasant people. And she's very cognizant that she's not a fan favorite, so she's only giving what she has to. Because she does not like the judgment, hates the judgment, does not like it. Okay, so part of the strategy too is I'm not paying attention to it. I'm not going to read into anything. I'm just going to answer questions like I've been sent to a deposition for a lawsuit or something and say as little as possible. I don't think that bodes well. Just saying. The less that you say so you don't get judged, TLC ain't paying for that. No, no, no. All right. Why did Christine take Kody to court for child support for Truly? That was put out there. It wasn't addressed on the tell-all, but I'm curious. So that was the rumor out there. I don't know if there's actual court documents. I don't have enough time to go research that. But why is Christine dragging Kody over to the child support court? This is like about future, I don't know, future something or other. Future earnings, future, I don't know. There's some other deal behind the scenes. I don't know what this is, but essentially, my opinion, and I'm not a legal eagle, Christine is setting up something so Truly is not, I don't want to say excommunicated, but screwed out of something. It's like, I'm doing this to establish that he is the father for future something or other. Yeah. It feels very much like essentially I'm documenting this is the father. And should anything happen, she's entitled. Okay. I'm not getting like Christine's down and out in Beverly Hills. I mean, she has like their house and then they have the Airbnb. So just saying. Okay. Let's see if Kody's actually seeing Truly off camera. It doesn't seem like there was, I don't know, did we see one visitation? I don't even remember. Is Kody seeing Truly off camera? And yes, but we'll say it's a struggle. There's drama. I think there's been drama. It's like up and down, like things are going well. More like drama with the parents. And it just kind of goes whichever way the wind blows. It's like, yeah, they're having interactions, visiting, whatever, off camera. It's just, I wouldn't say it's like every month on Thursday to Sunday it's happening. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like there's just ebbs and flows of the in-person visitation, my opinion. What's the real deal with Robyn's doll collection? This was not shown on the show. But if you read the Reddit, which in general is a cesspool, and there's like, I can't even, half the time you look in those sister wives threads and I can't. There's people who are like literally obsessed with like, oh my gosh, this is like the same people who are obsessed with the royal family, right? They're like, oh, I love Princess of Wales. Oh, I love Prince William. Oh, like, why do you put all your energy in these people? They don't know you. They don't give a shit about you. Anyhow, same idea with the Reddits. However, you do get occasional interesting stuff. So there was some sleuth somehow figured out about Robyn, finding reviews. Robyn was leaving for like American Girl doll clothes, and I don't think the outfits are cheap. Like, somebody totaled it up, and we're getting like close to 5-6 figures spent on these dolls and these clothes and whatnot. So what's up with Robyn and the obsession over the dolls? Because now I'm starting to think whenever we'd see a picture of the house or, you know, the video of the house, that downstairs area always had boxes and shit. And I'm like, is she just buying dolls all day? What's going on? What about the Hummels or the Precious Moment figures upstairs? Have they been voted out? I don't know. I know they're in a new McMansion at this point. But what's up with Robyn and her thing with the dolls? I mean, I like dolls. I got a new doll. Where is it? Oh, I think she's cool, but she's creepy. That's why I have her here. It's not because I'm going to play dollies later. No. All right. Okay. How do I want to word this? They make her feel safe. I guess we'll go with that. They make her feel safe. This is her hobby that she can retreat into when she's feeling like she's lost control or things are making her upset or whatever. This is her hobby that makes her feel safe. Yeah, this is like where she escapes to. Okay, so we all have hobbies. So I'm not going to shit on her too much for that, but I mean, good Lord, I hope they're rolling in like bazillion dollars because it seemed like they're spending a shit ton on them dolls. Yeah, this is just her hobby that so she goes into like, oh, you know, I don't know why everybody hates me. I guess I'll just go on Etsy and buy some more dolls and some clothes. Yeah. All right. This is her obsession, like, with it. It's like, it makes her happy. I don't know. She had, like, a doll in her past that started her, like, love of dolls and clothing and whatever. Okay. But that's her hobby. She likes it. That's how she escapes. I don't know what the hell she's doing all day. I know she claims she works. I don't know. Works at what? Don't know. Anyhow. Let's look into Christine. I know, she's a big fan favorite too. I had enough. Anyhow, what is up with, like, what's the true status of Christine and David's relationship? Because I'll just tell you, if I'm in a relationship and my husband was just talking about his past relationship, I'd be like, yes, I know they were a bitch. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about me. Whatever, right? I know they're filming a show. They have to do this because what else can David do there? Hello, Trash Man. So, I'm just wondering, is David just like, I know, she just got to talk about the show. But I don't know, she would drive me bonkers if she was like my mom or my partner, friend, whatever. I just want to know how the relationship is going. Is it truly all lovey-dovey? I mean, you get married a long-term period of time. You're not like looking at each other and... If you are, there's something wrong with you. All right. Knight of Wands. Oh. Tower. To the King of Wands. This, This ain't, I do not think this is paradise. My opinion. I do not think everything's happy over there in the David Christine house. I think he came in and he's there and he fits perfectly in for Christine to ride off into the sunset with her biker boy and I finally found my happy ever after. Okay, then pretty quick the shine comes off that and my way or the highway. I'm kind of getting that type of energy here. So it's almost, I think he sets down the law so she doesn't go off the rails, which, I'm just saying. Anyhow, you got the Ten of Cups here. This is like fake Instagram bullshit family or fake Facebook. You know, the people who post all this, they're so happy. And then you find out there's some true crime show that's going to be following up. And it's like, from the outside, they looked fine. That's what I'm getting here. From the outside, they look fine. Inside, no. There's like shit going on behind the scenes. It's almost like be careful what you wish for. Just saying. There's drama there. But if you want to believe that David and Christine are happily ever after, you do you, boo. I don't care. Okay. Let's see how often each of them are like doom scrolling on the blogs and the Reddits and reading about them. So let's do Kody and Robyn first, because Kody alluded to the internet BS or whatever he said. And Robyn, obviously, because she always shuts it down. After somebody's found out about some account, she shuts it down, and then she shuts another one down. It's like whack-a-mole with her. Kody and Robyn, how invested are they in the internet BS? I mean, I'm not bothered what they say. Okay. Kody, oh, he's in it. Cody's obsessed. Then he walks away from it, and then he tries to make a rule about not looking at it. And then he gets back in there and he goes back into it. Robyn. Okay. Robyn, my opinion, Robyn goes in there and she's looking for someone to stand for her. Oh my God. Maybe this week someone sees my point of view and they're saying, I love Robyn. I've never said it before, but she's my favorite. They're just she's hoping somebody's going to come up here and tell her, like, they're my favorite. And then she doesn't see it, and then she runs to Kody. I don't even know if I can make a frown that big. And then it's like, I don't know why I even subject myself to this type of cruelty. The world is a cruel, cruel place. And then she kind of like retreats back into herself. But every once in a while, Robyn is out there looking to see if she's gotten a fan yet. All right, now let's go to Mary, Janelle, Christine. Mary, oh, she's looking. Mary looks at it, then Mary also like shares it with her friends, and they talk about it, and there's kind of like an enjoyment to it. In most cases, they do look at it. They talk about it. Some of it they don't totally like, but they use it as like to measure the temperature. Okay, Janelle. Janelle's not necessarily happy with what she sees online. She's not attached. She's not obsessed with what's said online, though. For her, it's kind of like, she almost looks at it like there's a lot of paid trolls on there that are just there to gaslight and get shit started. Like, if there was something negative about Janelle or somebody said something weird about her, she's kind of going to, that's Robyn and Kody have paid for that to say something about her. So she kind of just looks at it as like not genuine, whatever. And then she gets tired of it and she's done. All right, Christine. Oh yeah, she's looking. I would not be surprised if Christine had a secret account in there and she was commenting, trying to correct things about people. And a kid. I think it's Christine. I think she has a kid. She might, yeah, she's in there trying to defend herself, trying to keep her illusion going, moving forward. And having whoever's out there pony up some other stories or other ideas or to lead others to a different conclusion. So Christine's clan's over there too. So, all right. Now we got that. Are we ever going to see the whole family come together, like they alluded to at the end of the tell-all, come together in one room again to have conversations? I'm thinking the way that kept getting mentioned at the end, I'm wondering if that's like something TLC is like, you know, we cannot negotiate on that. That's got to happen. But let's see. Maybe maybe, I don't know. Kody and Robyn seem to think they don't have to do what they don't want to, or don't have to speak about what they don't want to. But are we ever going to see the entire family back in the room together again? Yep. Oh, geez. Okay, so yes, but you know how, like, when certain people will go on a talk show and they're like, yeah, ask me anything. But then their little assistant would come by later and say, okay, you can ask them anything, but don't ask them number 2, 4, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And then it's like a whole negotiation about what is off limits. So, there's some idea, too, that if this was to happen, that there needs to be a safe space, or someone who can be safe, or someone who's not biased, or something. Because, I'm just going to say, Robyn would not feel safe. Kody would not feel safe if they're having a bunch of people getting around them. They're not as strong as they're coming out to be. I don't know who the hell, like, it's almost like they need a therapist here. Don't call Nancy. She didn't help you all. They need a creative solution to this. Okay. It's almost like whoever has the soccer ball can talk, that kind of BS. This is the ultimate goal, though. The show's trying to get this to happen. They better start, like, working on interviewing therapists now, or whoever, to mediate this shit, to keep these people under control. Okay. I can't with that. Okay, so we have, let's see how does Kody feel about each of the exes? Kody with Mary, Janelle, Christine. How does he actually feel with each of them? It seems like he's, like, not as upset with Mary and Janelle, but he's still kind of pissy pants with Christine. And I'm not gonna, like, say, like, Kody is the only one that's wrong and the other ones are the only ones that are right, because obviously it takes 2 to tango. So I'm not saying that. But all right, Kody, and how does he feel about Mary? That chapter's done, and she, like, recollections may vary. There's some secrets in our past that I would not want to have come out, and so I'm working on trying to set a goal so we can have some type of semblance of a relationship. All right, Janelle. Trying to, and he doesn't really trust Janelle as far as he could throw her. He's kind of like making it seem like maybe he can have a friendship with Janelle, but he doesn't feel safe there either, girl. I don't feel safe there. All right, Christine. Oh, Battletown. It's just Battletown. He thinks she's just a storyteller. He thinks that she's trying to just go out there and profit off of him and the family. Like, that's what she's setting up for her next angle. Like, she's just looking to make money, like her next chapter. Yeah, she's just looking to work off the back of the family, like the way he would say, exploit the family for her own future endeavors. At the same point, he respects the hustle and would like to be a part of it. Okay. Okay. Let's see how Mary, Janelle, and Christine feel about Kody. Mary, I'd like to move forward with Kody. I know how he is. We once had a great relationship, and I would just like to restore it back to that. Let's just have peace, kumbaya. It's a thing that I would like to work on with Kody. Okay, Janelle. yeah, we used to have this great thing, but then you fucked it all up and it all came crashing down and it's all now terrible. And look at all these things that you've done. It's a big old piece of shit. And I'm looking to start my new chapter and I'm not interested in whatever you're offering. Okay. Hi, Trash Man again. Christine? Okay. Christine's interested in playing on the emotions, okay? She's looking at playing the emotions. She's not above messing with him in multiple, like, put out this blurb, put out this quote in a blog, a video, of whatever. She's not above messing with him. She wants to make it so he squirms at some point. She kind of got this bratty energy about him. Yeah, she's at this point, she's feeling that she's able to tell her story the way she wants it told. Which, you know, that's that whole, like, dumb phrase I hate. It's my truth, your truth. There's only the truth. The rest of it's your opinions. Okay. How do the OG3 feel about Robyn? What's their current feelings? Mary. A lot of shit was said. Maybe I can just, you know, have some type of basic, pleasant relationship with her. She has a lot of feelings about her. They used to be friends and get along and all of these things. But at this point, it's just like making peace. So Mary's like, I don't know. She just wants peace. Janelle. I'd watch out for Janelle if I was Robyn. Janelle knows a whole bunch of shit that she could tell. However, it could, like, put others at risk. So, don't piss Janelle off, because she would figure out a way to expose it if she needed to. She would serve the tea if she had to. She doesn't want to, but don't fuck with Janelle. Christine, she mad at Robyn. She sees Robyn as, like, allegedly, in my opinion, some type of gold digger. She sees Robyn as playing this game where it's just drama, drama, drama all the time. She thinks Robyn was strategic and messing up all the relationships. Robyn just was not who she thought she was. Like, can you imagine going back to that episode where, remember, like, Christine's like, I'm sorry, I was lashing out at you. I'm really upset with Kody. Right? Okay. Let's end on what happened at that funeral. Because that was the rumor that I heard. There was something that happened at the funeral, and it just made everybody turn against Kody and Robyn. That was a scuttlebutt. I don't know if that's been refuted or not, but let's see what we can find out. People there were divided, so it's not everybody's upset. People were divided. I will say, I'm not even going to say, okay, maybe I'll say, my opinion, allegedly. It's just a card reading. And if you're Kody and Robyn, you shouldn't be watching this because I might be channeling El Diablo or some shit. Anyhow, what I'm getting here, there was a desire, a wish to show something, an idea to show something on related to the funeral. It was floated in terms of we can do this idea, and it was an idea floated that made some people say, like, some people would be like, that's a nice idea, but there's some people who are like, you only want to do that idea because that would be for profit. And so there was like quite a bit of discussion on how to make that happen, and then there was pushback, like, no. No. And so then it seems like Kody and Robyn may have backed away from the idea and tried to say maybe it wasn't them as producers or something. That's okay. So something, I don't want to dig into it because it's already sad enough with Garrison's passing, but I think that's what I'm getting, allegedly, my opinion. Anyhow, this has gone too long, but we had to get a whole season done here. So tell me what you think. We're going to have Sister Wives season 20, I believe, because I got to finish off Coyote Pass and whatever else, them all moving on. I don't know. I think we're at the end of this road with them, but that's what I got for you. Tell me what you think. And are you going to finish the whole show? Are you going to keep watching? Or are you just done? Just done. Let me know.